Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today will be a great day because I'm going to begin a new series on this channel. I'm going to start over in SFS and create a new world. I'm going to leave behind the other things that I've built on the other worlds and start a new one and just see what I can do in this world, because we've obviously got the achievements now. So that's what I want to do today. I want to do some achievement hunting from the easy achievements, and then in the other episodes I will get the harder achievements. So let's play this world. Let's build a new rocket. And as you can see, there's nothing here yet. I'm going to launch real quick and I'm just going to see. It looks so weird to me, just an Earth without anything around it. It's weird because I'm used to worlds with loads of stuff around it, and now there's not. There's nothing that I've built here. It's purely the solar system. And obviously, we've got to make a change in that. So, build new rocket. I guess we'll do refer to build. And I'm going to get a couple achievements. I want to get all of the Earth achievements and the 2 moon achievements that there are. I'll actually show what achievements those are. They are reach 1000 meters in altitude and a couple other altitude things. Then reach low Earth orbit, which is quite an easy one. Reach high Earth orbit, not too hard either. Re-enter Earth's atmosphere, max temperature 0 degrees Celsius, so I just have to re-enter. And then for the moon achievements, I'm going to capture into a low moon orbit, and I'm going to land on the surface of the moon. At least that is the plan for today. So I'm going to build a rocket that can do that, and I will see you guys when I've built it. So here's the rocket that I built to get to the moon and back. It of course has a capsule with a heat shield to return into Earth's atmosphere. Then it has the moon lander part with a small engine and the landing legs. Then it has a second stage with one of the big engines and some fuel tanks of course. And then it's got the third stage. Technically this is the first stage, but I just looked at it from the top to the bottom, so I call it the third stage. But it has the side boosters and it has the middle fuel tank. And I think this will have more than enough delta V to get us to the moon and back. So let's go, let's launch it. Let's turn all the engine on and let's go. Then I'll make a quick one of these to separate the side boosters. We're not gonna need that yet though. We're first gonna do a bit of time warping and a bit of steering and just get a regular low Earth orbit, because that's also one of the achievements we need to get. So we need to get into low Earth orbit, which isn't too hard, and you basically need to make a low Earth orbit for anything you do anyways. Let's use this one. Let's turn off this engine. I can actually separate it like this. Then I'll turn this one on just so I don't forget. Then let's go towards our apoapsis and let's fire our engine once again. So we'll make a low Earth orbit, and then once we've got that and we have got that achievement, I'm going to make a high Earth orbit, because we also need to get into a high Earth orbit. That is once again one of the achievements that I want to get for this episode. Oh, I can of course time warp. I keep forgetting to time warp because I'm not used to it yet. Okay, so there it is, low Earth orbit. That's the first achievement. Well, the first achievement that isn't incredibly easy. Now let's get into this high Earth orbit. I don't know actually what the limit is for when it goes to high, from low Earth orbit to high Earth orbit. But I think this will be more than enough. And let's turn around and let's get our periapsis up to, well, I think about 2000 meters as well. And then I think we will probably have it. Yes, there it is, high Earth orbit. So it's probably like 750 kilometers or something. So that is another achievement. I think I have now done all of the achievements on Earth except returning to Earth safely, so re-entering the atmosphere, which I'm going to do after I've landed on the moon. And that's what we're going to do now. We're going to go to the moon. So first we're going to time warp towards the transfer window. And then we're going to do the steps that it tells us. So plus 180 velocity. What is it? Meters per hour? Yeah, meters per second. There, oh, I'm not actually in the transfer window yet. There we go, it's 100. Oh, and now it actually wants me to go further once again. So I probably did it a bit on the edge of the thing. On the transfer window. Okay, so now we can encounter at 200 kilometers above the surface of the moon. And then I'm going to slow down to get a low Earth orbit, because that is also one of the achievements. Coming up to the periapsis now. And we're going to stop time warping and I'm going to slow down. I'm also going to have to stage soon. That's of course normal, because we don't have infinite fuel. There we go. That is high moon orbit. Okay, so it said I had to get a low moon orbit, so let's do that. I think this will be enough for the low moon orbit. Actually time warped a bit too much there, but it's fine. Wow, what do they consider as a low moon orbit? Because I think I'm already quite low. I can't actually see my periapsis. Why doesn't it show the height of my periapsis? It's kind of weird. Is 50 kilometers low enough? Yes, descended to low moon orbit. So that should be good. Then I'm going to slow down even more. So I will land on the moon. Then I'm going to actually already deploy my landing legs, because this is such a typical thing for me to forget. So I will make sure that I don't forget it this time. And I'm going to time warp a bit more. I gotta make sure I don't time warp too much though, because otherwise I'll not have enough time to slow down before I crash into the moon, if I wouldn't be able to slow down enough. Okay, so I've now slowed down a bit so that won't happen. And now let's slow down a lot more, because we're getting close to the surface. Let's get rid of all our horizontal velocity. Now we've only got 70 miles per hour. It's not miles per hour, of course, it's meters per second of velocity downwards, so vertically, which is not too much. It's good. And now as soon as we get to even lower height, we will slow down even more, because we don't want to crash into the surface, of course. And once again, I have overshot the amount I wanted to decelerate. I tried to shut off my engine, but I misclicked, so it fired for a bit longer, and that made me go up instead of go down slowly. So we'll have to wait a bit longer now. Not a problem though, because we've got a bit of time warp. Oh wow, I'm actually landing in a really steep crater. It's not optimal, but it will be fine. Oh wait, I think I've actually still time warping. Yeah, okay. So this is better. And we want to land with 5 meters per second or less vertical velocity downwards. So this is great. And that is a perfect landing. Oh, I'm gonna keep sliding a bit actually, because the crater is so steep. That's time warp. Didn't know you could make sleds on the moon as well. Apparently you can. You gonna stop sliding? Yes, it is. Okay, so landed on the surface of the moon. That's good, because now we have done all of the moon achievements as well. And now we can go back to Earth, which isn't too hard because the gravity of the moon is way lower. So we can get a very easy orbit and a very easy rendezvous with Earth. So let's turn on my engine and let's go for it. As you can see here, my apoapsis is going up rapidly because of how the moon works. And now I will already go very horizontally, and then I can time warp. And then I can make this orbit. I can actually retract my landing legs now, because I don't have to be scared for crashing into the moon without using any landing legs. Then let's go to Earth. Let's navigate towards it. We will time warp towards the transfer window. I almost couldn't see where my transfer window was because all of the seas and crater names were around it. I still think it's quite fun they added those names. I think I want to do a video where I go to all of the craters with just one launch. I think that would be cool to do. But now let's go back to Earth. So let's use a bit more fuel. I don't think I will run out of fuel. No, I won't. I will make this. And I'm actually gonna be careful now that I see my velocity clearly. And let's slow down even more, or well, it's not even slowing down, it's accelerating. Now let's see where I will end up. Okay, this is it, so Let's get into the atmosphere. And then let's time warp a bit. It's gonna take ages otherwise. Of course I will have to be careful because I speed up a lot while I go down, because the gravity pulls me down, so it accelerates me towards Earth. Now as I'm getting close to the atmosphere of Earth, I'm actually going to use my engine to slow down a bit more, because that will make for a bit safer of a re-entry into the atmosphere of Earth. It doesn't matter a whole lot though, I'll still be fine because of my heat shield, but why not? And then I'm going to go a bit perpendicular towards my direction, and I'm going to detach my capsule, because otherwise I have a chance that my third stage will crash into my capsule when I re-enter. So right now I've started the re-entry, and as you can see my heat is going up, but my heat shield is perfectly protecting me, so I'm going to accelerate time a bit. It takes a long time otherwise. I'm actually getting a bit scared, but I think it'll be fine. I always get way too scared that the temperature is going to be too hot. No, it's perfectly fine. And well, we're almost at 6,000 meters. 5,000. At 2,500 meters we can deploy our parachute. I'm going to do it a bit later because I don't really have a lot of patience, and it saves a lot of time to do it a bit later, and you will still be very safe if you do it. So I think I'm gonna go at around 1,000. You could normally do 500 as well, but then it gets a little bit risky. I'm still time warping as much as I can, which also saves time, of course. We're slowly floating down towards Earth. Of course, 6 meters per second is still quite a big impact, but normally they would land in the sea, so the impact would be reduced as well. But now it looks like we're landing on land because there's no sea in SFS yet. Maybe they will add it. Oh, I actually forgot to detach my heat shield, because back in the old days, I'm really feeling old now, you couldn't actually detach the heat shield, and the heat shield also didn't really do anything because you didn't have heat on re-entry. But anyways, I'm going to click recover, and we see all the achievements that I got. Looks quite good. Recover, exit to Space Center. Then we'll see 10 achievements, and we will see that all of the Earth achievements are completed, and all of the Moon achievements are completed as well. So I think in the next episode I will do the Mars achievements, which are captured into low Mars orbit, entered Mars upper atmosphere, re-entered Mars atmosphere, and landed on the surface of Mars. And I hope we don't have to return as well, because that would cost a lot of Delta V. But I'll see if we do need to do that. And then of course in the episodes after I'm going to go to Venus and Mercury, and then finally to Phobos and Deimos, I think, because those are the hardest to do. Maybe not though, maybe Mercury is a bit harder than Phobos and Deimos, we'll see. And I hope you guys are keen to see some more episodes of this new world. For example, the achievements, but also the other builds I will do, because of course I want to get a bit of fun in this world and a bit of cool builds. Otherwise it's a bit boring of a world. I think I want to build a space station, a moon base, and other stuff like that. Maybe a Mars base even. And so I hope you guys are looking forward to that, because I sure am. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, then please leave a like on it and subscribe to the channel to see the other episodes and also other videos that I will upload. And then I hope to see you all in the next one. So thanks for watching, and bye bye.